Welcome to Urban Wine Life on the Bougie Black Brother Network.
Welcome to
Gotta take this bullshit off. Good afternoon. This is Michael, your Bougie Black Brother, and welcome to Urban Wine Life. See, we're in COVID mode, but I had something that I was really waiting to actually break open. And I wanted to have a little special because my wife was making a roast and it was seasoned and everything. And I broke open a Barolo. So if you go to Italy, it's Barolo. So this Barolo is from Italy. Notice the Italian accent. Is Italy from the Piedmont region. It's from Barolo, is a region where up in the mountains was really foggy and whatever like that. And it's made from the Nebbiolo grape. So Barolo is the wine region. Nebbiolo is the actual grape. And it's really interesting because we brought that wine there the last time we've been there. And if you notice, look at that date, 2013. So here's some kind of information that you really may think is interesting. You got these fresh wines. Most of the Barolo, if you look, they wait 3 years after it's sitting, it's prepped and everything. So in 2023 and 2020, you should be looking for 2017. That's the freshest that they have. But if you have a reserva, like the reserve quantity, if you got something, it should be 2015. So these are really long-lasting wines, and they are very expensive. And I was like, why the hell are these things that expensive? Well, this is supply and demand. So there's a need to, look, I really want to get one of these. I really love this wine, but they make a limited amount. So the average price is about 60 grand. I mean, $60, 60 grand. Wow. $60. And I was like, wow, I wondered if in Italy, what is that cost range in there? So I got this closer to $20 and I got a couple of other ones. I think I got a Nebbiolo as well, but the Barolo is a more smoother. It has the qualities of the Burgundy in France. So in that Burgundy region, and it has similarities of a Pinot Noir. So if you taste Pinot Noir, then you're going to get into this kind of wine right there. So really interested in Barolos. So yeah, the Nebbiolo is the wine. So keep that in mind. So if you get a straight Nebbiolo, then you know it's just the grape that it's made from, like a Chianti. If you got the Chianti, you know you have a Sangiovese. That's what's inside of that. So you get a straight Sangiovese, you just get a stronger texture and quality than getting an actual Chianti with a little mix to calm it and balance it all out. So I really was looking forward to that. So I wanted a lot of my Italian wines that I actually bought from Italy. I wanted them to age about another year or so, and I kept them from there. So now I think 4 years, 3 years, it's time for me to be breaking these open. And this one is well worth it. So I'm going to get into the tasting and smelling like I normally do. But we're going to shift toward that. So as we shift, we'll get into the tasting. So a lot of things too that you really want to have these flavors and everything for is, there you go. A lot of it is rose petals and cherry, and you got raspberry. You have hints of cinnamon and white pepper, which is, I got the white pepper. So, but as it ages, you really getting like licorice, you getting leather, and some chocolate. You know what I mean? Really chocolate, which is really different too. And so as you get that, you'll see that it actually gives you a lot more of different flavors. Depends on what it is and what year. So we decided to get a 2013. I think I saw a 2015 there, but I picked up the 2013. So let's get a whiff of this. So definitely the cherry. Definitely the cherry. I get in the pepper. Leather. You finally, you get that leather. Check this out. That leather, you picking up that leather in that. So it's really cool. You ever had like wet leather, you got a belt and it gets kind of wet and then you can smell it on the backside. It's not the cheap leather now, that cheap leather, you don't smell a goddamn thing. But the good leather, you smell it and you get that type of smell and texture and everything from that. So that's really what you're getting from that. So let's get a taste. Got those tannins, cherryness in that too. The pepper is prominent. Not getting the cinnamon though. Something else in there. It's not chocolate either. Could be the licorice. I hate licorice, so I don't really have a consistent licorice palate for that. It did say rose petals, but I don't get that. Because it's not on that sweet side. It may be when it's a little younger that you get the rose petals, but really, really good. It got that acidity in there. It's really pretty cool. The tannins is still there. I still taste that on my tongue and everything. But it's really, really, this is a really smooth wine. Now, here's the big question. Is this a $60 bottle of wine? I do not know. I do not know. If they said, let's get a Barolo, and I was going to go get it, I wouldn't get a $60 Barolo. I would get French Burgundy that I can get in the mid-20s, probably upper 30s. If I could get a good deal on a Barolo that's closer to 30 or so like that, I probably would get that. But would I pay $60? I don't think so. But that's a me thing. Is it a good quality wine? Absolutely. If you're looking to say, I want a good wine, I want something from that, and especially from Piedmont, that we say is Piemonte. That's really what Piemonte, from that region where all the wines is, then you're saying, I'm really getting a quality wine from that region. And you would feel good when you actually have it from there. So that's a really quality. But I wouldn't pay 60. I would pay 30 for that. I would stretch myself to pay 30 for that, but I wouldn't pay 60. 2013, they said is a good year for wine. They said 2015 is a pretty decent year too. So you're looking at all these different wines. Let it age. If you, I guess, fortunate enough to be able to buy a couple, drink it young after the 3 or 5 years, and then let one sit and see what you get with those qualities from that. But I highly enjoyed this Barolo, and I was really excited to open this up. So really, really good wine. Urban Wine Life. Catch us at urbanwinelife.com and Bougie Black Brother Network on YouTube. And you can get us there on that, the playlist of Urban Wine Life. So you can see it live and in color, and all podcast downloads, Urban Wine Life. So check us out like that. Follow me on Bougie Black Bro on Instagram, as well as Twitter and Facebook, because I put a lot of different things. I'm reading about wines, I'm trying wines. They had one which was really different too, that was talking about what do you buy at a supermarket. And I bought a couple of those, just to have a wine. Some of them aren't that bad. So good article on that too. So I try to put some articles to get you educated, other than me just running my mouth with an opinion, even though these articles are opinions. So I really appreciate you stopping by. Look out for that other wine subscription. I think I did Wink. New leaf or first leaf should be coming up soon, but I want to drink a little more of my wink because those are the ones I wanted to drink. So those are coming in, and I think you just saw that one. Or if not, maybe it's next week. Next week you'll see that one, and then we'll go from there. But thanks so much for stopping by, and we'll see you next time on Urban Wine Life. See ya.